Ever since the Republic was reorganized into the First Galactic Empire, there was one thing Palpatine wanted most: to remove the Senate once and for all. Now, there were a couple of reasons for doing this. The first one was kind of symbolic. He had grown tired of seeing the Senate as a reminder of the Republic. The second one was political, the reason being that not everybody supported him, and some senators were actively opposing his every decision. Palpatine wasn't alone in all of this, as his majority of supporters were on his side and always kept the opposition in check. Regardless, they knew that the Emperor only needed them there to give out the illusion of democracy. What Palpatine suspected most, however, was that some of his opposition had started working to dethrone him by any means. He suspected that most of his opposition had started funding the rebels in any way they could, meaning funds, weapons, and information. Nonetheless, the Emperor was patient. He knew that the day would come slowly but surely. Meanwhile, he continued to weaken their power in the Senate. Finally, the day came. With his governmental infrastructure in place, meaning his governors, moffs, and grand moffs, with the military at his full disposal and the Death Star ready and tested, it was time. Warrants were issued for the arrest of all suspected rebels and those affiliated with them. Stormtroopers bursted into the Senate and hundreds were detained. Those who the Empire learned they indeed had rebel affiliations were never seen again. The next morning, the remaining senators came to work, unaware of what had happened the day before. They found themselves locked out of their offices and chambers. Some tried to appeal to Palpatine directly, but were told that their diplomatic access to the palace had been suspended, quote-unquote, for the duration of the emergency. Many of these senators were present when the Senate gave power to the one-time chancellor, and most of them were arrested and interrogated. For the few who were released, they eventually left Coruscant and retired on their homeworld, never to be heard from again. The small number of senators who remained and supported the Empire and its agenda were handsomely rewarded with a new position, as most of them became Imperial advisors. Palpatine had killed what remnants was left of the Republic. A new government structure was instituted, with himself at the very top, then the Grand Moffs who ruled the oversectors, then the Moffs who ruled the sectors, and lastly the governors of individual worlds. All of them owed their careers to the Emperor and gave him their undying support and allegiance. Alright guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't miss out on any of my future videos. Have a fun day, and in closing, don't forget, may the Force be with you always.